I promised that there would be another inclusion on LinkedIn about austerity, and also that there would be a new free newspaper posted onto my account for people to understand what I mean about austerity. And I looked up that, and it said that it's a way of gaining reducing public expenditure when you're looking for money for wars, etc. And they've been doing that for quite some time. But what I want to talk about today about austerity is it's about Davidian revolution, and that was King David, and he started off education for the poor. He brought people over, Cistercian monks, etc., and instructed them to teach the poor. And he also gave them lands, and that's where the writings come from. Also, there was a monk there, and he was actually recognised by Jean Paul II, Pope Jean Paul II, and no longer was just blessed, and that really is because he was the founder of universal education, whereby he taught the arts and etc. And he was born in Duns in Scotland. So that's where the word dunce comes from. And there's quite a few people have been, they qualify for that title. They're arch gamblers, and they've been looking after everything in the world for quite some time. But I found out something during the pandemic, we'll call it that, and that is that we're very important. And the way that they control us if we're in chaos, is through the checkouts. And I found out that we're very important. And we're important because we've actually got pensions. And whatever it is we say we're going to buy, that is actually what they have to supply us with. So really the way things happen with austerity is they don't lose out on anything. They never lose any money. We do. We end up much poorer. But it doesn't have to be like that all the time. And one of the things that I'm trying to do is to make things easier for young mothers and fathers, prisoners, refugees, all of these people who have skills. We've still got some harvests and difficulty picking fruit, etc., because no pickers. Agriculture, fishing, we've got problems there, and I have my plans for everything, and this is just a short video to let you understand about the word austerity, that it doesn't have to always be like that. Woody Brock has got his idea of different things, but the Harvard and Princeton, Cambridge, Oxford, they really are dunces. They are not clever if they're not taught the classics, the Puffin classics, and that's Tacitus's rendition of what it was that Agricola, his father-in-law, said to him about the Celts, about the Gauls, about the Scots, the Irish, that they take to the levee all right, but not to tyranny. But that's what's been going on for quite some time, and I hope to be able to point that out to you. I don't think that we are anything but fallible, but I believe that God made us just a little bit better than the animals and a little lower than the angels, but we're still fallible. And without any sort of faith and work towards that faith is dead, faith without work is dead. So hopefully you'll be able to discern what you have to do, and if there's anybody that doesn't think that collectively that there's going to be problems with voting, oh please, if there's any collection of people being looked after, that there's not going to be corruption, oh please again. I don't know what planet you're on, but we'll find out, and you can tell us, and then we'll get Scotty to beam up the crystals and beam us up to wherever the planet is, because not on this planet. But we have to keep in touch, and that means that you have to take charge and write and keep in touch with people. And the letter has to be short, succinct, and you have to keep copies. Now, God fixes everything. So as long as you've got copies, they can't say, "Oh, did you not get the email? Oh, did you not get the letter?" It'll get sorted out at a later date. That's really everything I wanted to say. I hope that we get this video onto a LinkedIn, and that we get it onto YouTube as well. I just want to thank you for listening to me, and that I have hope, for the future, and hope that you'll be able to help in some way. And I thank you very much for that.